Let's see what we have. Let's start with this side of the room with the happy customer service. By the way, this is a fun exercise to watch because on this side of the room where I'm asking people to write down their happy customer service experiences, there's like half the people on this side going like this. You can't think of anything. This side I'm watching, they're writing so hard that the impression of the ink is actually going into the table. Like, yes, I was at this store. Let's start here. If I point at your table, just somebody at your table very quickly, shout out a couple of the words about how it made you feel. Let's go with this table here. When you got the great service, how did it make you feel? Some words?
I felt welcome.
Welcome. What else?
Cared for.
Cared for. One more.
I felt they had empathy for me.
Had empathy for you. Good. This table right behind them. Yes?
Accommodating.
Accommodating. Yeah?
Respected.
Respected.
Understood.
Understood. And this table all the way on the end, thinking you're out of the line of sight and not going to get called on?
Respected, valued, and important.
Respected, valued, and important. Very nice. Now let's come over to the dark side here. Right over here, this table. Some words that describe how you felt as you were getting the bad service experience.
Frustrated.
Yes, they all answer at once. You see, that's how mad they are. Frustrated, angry, and irritated. It's like Manny, Mo, and Jack, the Pep Boys. Thank you. At this next table here, what do you have?
Powerless.
Powerless. A couple more words. What else?
Miserable.
Miserable. One more. Invisible. Okay. And frustrated. Good. The table behind them. What'd you get?
Disenfranchised.
Disenfranchised. That's a big word. Everybody say, ooh. Ooh. One more. Disenfranchised. That's a 4-syllable word. That's great. What else did you get at that table? What's that? Disrespected. One more word. Helpless, cheated. This is important. Now look at this. One side of the room, and by the way, when these people are saying their words, they've got these big, grin, nice, relaxed. Everybody over here, they're like, cheated. You can feel the constriction in the muscles, right? This is very important. We're going to talk about this. Probably the single most important strategy of customer service is this. Given a choice, people will move towards pleasure and away from pain. Would you agree with that? I mean, you deal with this. I'm not even talking about physical pain. I'm talking about emotional pain, spiritual pain. People, for example, if you had a choice of being on a beach in the Bahamas or having your car run out of gas on the Cross Bronx Expressway, which one would you pick? I'd go with I've done both. I'm from the Bronx. I've had my car run out of gas on the Cross Bronx. It's not fun. Go to the beach. Much better. If I took all of your words and put them up on that screen there, and took all of your negative words and put them on that screen there, and said you can go in front of one screen or the other and you'll feel that way, point to the screen you're going to go to. There's that one, right? You get enough of this. Everywhere else in your life, you don't need to get more. But now here's the corollary to that, and this probably is the single most important strategy. The first one kind of sets it up. This is it. And I'll say it a couple times because it's that important. When people are in a heightened emotional state, their bodies make a physiological impression of how they're feeling and link it unconsciously with whatever causes them to feel that way. I'm going to say it again. It's important enough to take the time and write it down. When people are in a heightened emotional state, and a heightened emotional state can be a good one or a bad one, your body makes a physiological impression, a physical memory, a gut impression of it, and links it without you even knowing to whatever caused you to feel that way. Let me give you an example. Everybody in the room, and just go along with me on this, everybody in the room, please close your eyes. I said, do it. Keep your hands to yourself, if you will. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine you are, in fact, on a beach in the Bahamas. Oh, man. Feel the warm sun on your back. You hear the waves crashing in the background. You smell the salt air. Oh, you feel the sand between your toes. You hear the birds cawing overhead. You smell the suntan lotion. Open your eyes. I wish you could take a look at yourselves. You all went from this to this. Right? Now, was that an intellectual response? Did you say, wow, the last time I was at the beach, I had a great time? Or did you go, beach? And your body said, huh? Beach? Yeah. And your body went, right? Your body relaxed, even just on the thought, the physical memory of no kids, no stressful job, no responsibilities, no families. Just me and the beach. That's the way your body works. That's a physiological memory that your body's made from being on vacation. But it works in the other way as well. I mean, most of you are going to get in your car and drive north, south. You're going to go all over the place. You're going to get in your car. What are you going to do to keep you company? You're going to turn on the radio. And one song comes on the radio. And another song comes on the radio. And then the song. Whatever the song was from high school, the song Special Relationship, right? You can see, you're doing it right there. No, you're exactly right. And when that song comes on, what do you start doing? You crank it up, and when you're starting to dance around, you're dancing with the steering wheel. People are driving by you going, what the hell is wrong with her? But you don't care because it's that song. And the whole time you're dancing with the steering wheel, your foot is dancing too, right? And it's dancing lower and lower, and suddenly, out of nowhere, in the rearview mirror, you got flashing lights. So I wish you could see your face now. That's a whole different expression on your face. And you see the lights, and you're slowly pulling to the side, and you're having this conversation with you. You're going, oh, I hope it's not me. 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 I hope it's... You pull over, and he drives by. Go ahead, do it. Ah, right? You see those flashing blue lights in the rearview. That's not an intellectual response. Oh, look, state police, I'm going to get pulled over. You see those lights in the rearview mirror? You tighten up muscles and back you didn't even know you had. Woohoo! You pull over to the side, he drives by, and you let out the biggest sigh you've ever had. Right? Just like when you're in college and you're praying to the great white ear, oh, please, toilet God, I'll never drink again, right? And you make all these promises, please, I'll never speed again. But you did. You're going to speed again. You've had a drink since then. But here's the critical thing, especially in this profession. Any interaction you have in your job, any interaction you have, is with somebody who is in a heightened emotional state. A family member, a patient, anybody. If in your business, by the nature of working in a hospice profession, everybody you come into contact with is in a heightened emotional state. And the way in which you treat them will make a very, very, very strong physical memory, which they will associate with you personally, with your staff, with your department, with the facility, with the profession. Do you want to be the beach in the Bahamas where they look back at this difficult, traumatic time and say, all things considered, it really went much, much better than I thought it would? Or do you want to be the rearview mirror flashing lights where people look back at it and they go, oh, it was bad to begin with and then it was worse by the time we were done? That's what everything is about, and that's why every interaction, everything that you do has to have that in the foreground of your mind. Now, I know you do this, but consciously you need to think about it in those terms. Every interaction, are you going to be the beach or the flashing lights? You're going to be the ocean, or are you going to be the Cross Bronx Expressway?